Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We're continuing our playthrough here, and we are going to attempt to get a rocket up into space. I have no idea what I'm doing with this Trailblazer module, but I'm going to try to figure it out. This rocket just can't seem to fit it because of the sugar engine. There's only a maximum size of 16, which is just not enough to do what we need to do. But I'm hoping I could kind of cheese it a little bit because I'm one build height shy of being able to put a spacefarer module on here. So I'm going to remove the solar panel and hope that the battery lasts long enough for us to sneak on a module. And we could sneak on a spacefarer module and get somebody in here and send it off before this battery dies. Now, I don't know if that'll actually happen, but I am going to increase the priority. I was wondering where all our food went on this planetoid. Looks like I had kind of screwed up here on this rocket, one of these rockets, and I had set a very high priority on the food to this. So all of our food is currently sitting here, which is not where we want it. Yeah, I think I still need to maybe swap these modules. There we go. And that should mean that water and maybe not so much the ventilation. Let's up that a little bit, but set the priority to 9 on that. I want to make sure to get this going. Destination is not set, so I do need to change the destination. That is what I'm doing. I think I have to go here. It says deployment is available while on star map hex adjacent to a planetoid. So I'm hoping we're able to kind of launch this and get this into space in the time frame we have before this battery gives out. Let's go ahead and look at what's going on with the temperature here. Okay, so this is getting a little bit spicy here. So we're generating a lot of steam as a result of this failed attempt of, well, generating steam, but it's just too hot and it's not doing the right thing that we wanted it to do, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna keep trying. I'm a little concerned that it's generating so much steam up into our actual base here. So I'm gonna need to find a way to kind of seal it off a little bit so that the heat isn't reaching up this high. Let's go ahead and put a airlock. I think we could slap an airlock here. Let's deconstruct this. I don't want to deconstruct this gas pipe. And then let's dig this out. And then if we put an airlock here, we could at least stop the steam from coming up this way. Right now the water is serving as a lock over here, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But I definitely want to make sure to get this taken out pretty quickly, because that is a little bit spicy. And then we can let this kind of cool down, we'll say naturally. And hopefully nobody's gonna die from overheating. All right, while that's going on, let's take a look at our rocket build here. So the battery has plenty of power right now. I'm very concerned about that scalding all the time. All right. I don't think I need to worry about the gas pipe. I'm not actually going to be building anything in here. Like, I'm just sending it to where it needs to go. All right, people are getting fairly injured, which is not good. Okay, manual airlock is built. I am going to go ahead and lock it. Just to prevent the all that heat from leaking out. Oh, come on. Let's stop it with the scalding, guys. I know it's because of all the steam that's like recondensing when the heat's getting over here, so let's go ahead and look at this building entombment. That's not good. We should be able to dig that out, though. All right, research focus not selected. Let's go ahead and find a research focus to select. I feel like we've been neglecting down here a bit, so yeah, maybe we should we'll do sensitive microimaging. Kind of a later game thing, but I think as we try to explore the space a little bit more. Why isn't this taking off? Oh, is there not any stuff here? All right, we're gonna have to just deal with hearing that scalding alarm going off like crazy for a little while. Cold damage. Cold damage and overheat damage right next to each other. That's a very interesting phenomenon. I feel like we now need to like kind of quarantine this whole section of our base because it is just out of control. I probably should seal this off to stop all this steam from generating because it is getting a little crazy. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, once they have suits on, they're fine. It's just getting to the point where they have suits on. That's the problem. All right, let's go ahead and build another manual airlock. Set that to priority 9. Should seal that up pretty well. So this was definitely a bit of a failed experiment. I should have been prepared for all this leaking out into the base. The kind of good news is all this liquid water here that's getting pumped out into here is probably cooling this a little bit anyway. Okay, so that airlock is built. Let's go ahead and lock it for the time being. That should keep the heat down. Actually, I wonder if we could tap into here and just have the steam come right into here and cycle through this, make some electricity out of it. Okay, we got a new printable. Let's take a look at our blueprint here. Nothing we're that interested in. We'll just print some brine out. Speaking of which, we never did close this back up, but that's because we never finished the high priority mopping that I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and reissue that command. I will eventually have to do something about the temperature here is not going to stay low forever. And we're already starting to lose, well, this is from pressure, but we need to have a more consistent way to keep it cold. And eventually we're going to have to dig this all out as well. Okay, so we have not yet. I'm going to increase the priority of this. I do want to make sure we're getting oxidizer here so we could launch this into space. I haven't built anything on the interior, and I'm going to try to not do that. All right, so what is entombed over here? This is entombed again. All right, so all this should, as the temperature equalizes, this should condense out and drip down. Looks like we got some pretty injured people. I'm gonna want people to go to the hospital. Let's go ahead and look at the people who are super injured, which is definitely not good. We don't want them. Okay, so Bonnie, you have to go to the doctors. You are not in good shape. As a matter of fact, this is not going to end well for you, for anyone. If anybody gets hurt on this ladder and falls down into here, I don't know. Well, I guess they can come over here and scoop them up and then come back, but it's not going to bode well for pretty much anyone. I don't know what Bonnie is up to. Can't really do anything. Look at how slow they're moving when they're that injured. It's just really bad. But this water is actually pretty chilled. I'm hoping some of that heat transfer takes place. But theoretically, as of right now, no new heat should be entering this environment. So everything should be slowly cooling down. Uh-oh, it's happened. There we go, we got a little rescue going on there. All right, Lindsay and Rowan, you guys both need to get some recovery going on. Uh-oh, looks like we got too many injured people over there. All right, so something's gotta give over here, because this is getting a little out of hand with the injuries. I feel like we're gonna need to maybe block off this section. Let's just deconstruct it. Oh, the pole. The pole's still there. All right, let's go ahead and deconstruct at least a section of this pole. We're just gonna have to stop people from coming down here for a while. Let's go ahead and issue a cancel command for all this sweeping, because that is definitely part of the issue, is they're coming down here to sweep all this stuff up. And I do not want to do that. Oh, I don't want to cut access to here, though, because we have no way to deal with the Drecos. Uh-oh. Okay, this is going to be a big problem. Our hospital is not big enough. I can't fit another cot. Well, we might just have to temporarily... I don't need an airlock, I just need a door. Just something to restrict the duplicants. No, I need these people out of here. Somebody's gonna die. Yep, here we go. Nisbet's gonna go next. All right, Meep, Nisbet. All right, we're gonna have to do something here. This is getting really, really bad. Problem is, I have to get everybody up first and get them to stop coming down here. Okay, so you need to go like up here. Just go hang out up here. Okay, now somebody's got to save Max. I need people to stop coming down here. How do I stop them from coming down here is the question. I need to quarantine this section of my map. What are you guys doing? Like somebody's getting him, which is fine. But then what are you doing? Okay, so now we have another incapacitated person. Well, at least they're incapacitated here by the door. Okay, so let's deconstruct more of this hole so they don't come all the way down here. Is everybody out of this like lower level right now? No. Okay, so we need to lock this like urgently. Deconstruct this urgently. Right, Turner, you're the one that needs to be saved. Looks like you could take the spot of Harold here. Nope, somebody just went down. No, no, no. You go back up. It's like they don't have any regard for their own survival. So it looks like they can come across here as well, which means we're going to have to stop that from happening too. You go up here. Just go somewhere you cannot mess things up. All right, and let's deconstruct entire sections of this ladder here so that nobody can come down. I can change that back. All right, so the hope is that what's up the priority of this? This gets deconstructed and then nobody comes down here again. And we'll just leave that. Just leave that section off limits for a little while. No, no, no. I don't know where you're going. Well, you don't want to do that while somebody's down here. So we're going to move you guys up here. Nope. Come on. Nope. I'm just going to keep moving you guys out of there. Okay, so hopefully that should be deconstructed enough to prevent anybody from coming down here. That's the hope anyway. We'll see if that pans out. Oh, Frankie was down here, unfortunately. Oh, what are we gonna do with these silly little duplicants? All right. Well, Frankie, you're just gonna have to die, or something's gonna have to happen with you. Okay, so research is complete. Go ahead and see what else we can kind of deal with in the moment. Yeah, looks like we got some healing going on there, which is good. Definitely want to make sure that that's taken care of. We don't need to be dealing with a bunch of scalded, dying duplicants. It looks like this temperature is coming down. It's still not great, but it is working its way down. All right, Frankie, you need to... maybe we'll change this to auto, and then we can get Frankie up. All right, Frankie, you get out of there. Marie, you're not welcome down here. We're gonna move you back up. Frankie, we're gonna move you up too. Nope, did not pick Frankie. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, Frankie is out. Let's go ahead and relock this door. Move you out. No, no, no. Everybody, I'm just going to keep moving you. Anybody who's planning on going beneath that door level. Just going to move you, I'm just going to have to move you up top just to give me more time. He's actually locking the door, so should be fine. Okay, door is locked. Nobody should be able to get down there now. Should be completely off limits at this point. We're not going to be getting any plastic while that's going on, but that's okay. As soon as some of the steam dissipates, we'll go ahead and resume what we were doing. Speaking of which, we should probably look up top, figure out what's going on with the rockets. I don't know why this is not filling up. Apparently we don't have any fertilizer. Looks like we are making fertilizer, so hopefully them being locked out of the basement, they'll focus a little more on whatever needs to happen up here. The slicksters, you guys will be fine. This stuff all needs to be repaired, but in the long run, you'll be fine. Maybe with them being kind of all blocked out here, yeah, they'll have a little more time to finish working on the things we need them to work on up here. Looks like they did get around to mopping up all of this stuff over here, which is good. We can go ahead and seal up this storage tank here. And let's just get rid of all this like excess water that's just sitting everywhere. It's just unnecessary. It gives the wet feet debuff. There's plenty of material up here as well. We don't necessarily need to go down to the basement to get it all. Let's go ahead and mop that up. Let's go ahead and mop that up. Let's deconstruct this as well. This water should come down here, and then we should be able to get in here and remove that smart battery and build a new one instead. Looks like this is all backed up. So there's really not much we can do here at the moment. What else is overheated? It's just the gravitas door. Yeah, this is still all like 100C, so I'm surprised. I guess I'm surprised that this cold water down here hasn't really cooled this air down yet, at least at this point. Building entombment. Let's go ahead and dig that out. Okay, we are picking up some of this rock and miscellaneous stuff here. Did we still have not gotten this fertilizer. So this is emitting fertilizer. There's definitely fertilizer being produced. I just don't know where it's all going. There's a little bit of fertilizer right there. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this for a minute, just to see if we can prioritize. Oh, that's interesting. I want to get this in there as fast as possible. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put yellow priority on that, just to try to get them to scoop up this oxalate, and it looks like it's going away really quick. I think we might have wasted that, which is unfortunate. I was hoping they'd get in there and scoop it up. We got some starvation, looks like, on the other planetoid that I totally didn't completely forget about. It's not good because we need to get down to that basement area in order to send them food. I was hoping their food situation would kind of be resolved by now. Looks like it's at 85%, which is not the worst. It's not great, but I was hoping it'd be adequate by now. Okay, we definitely have some polluted water building up here, which is good. That'll be good long term. This polluted air needs to be cleaned out. We don't have any food resources available to us, I don't think, outside of what we got going on here. So I think what we're gonna have to do, maybe right over here, is just build another bog bucket farm. That's more of a long-term thing than a short-term thing, but I don't think it will hurt. Let's go ahead and just frame out the room a little bit. Let's go 3 in, do that, and then this probably isn't a full-size farm, but we'll go ahead and just run with what we got here as far as like the distance. All right, let's go ahead and put down all of that. And then we could put down a couple doors. And then we need plumbing. Good thing is it looks like it's coming right out of here anyway. Although I think I want to go up and over, and then bridge. And then output here, because I don't want backflow and then the pipe's not draining from the bathroom. So I think that's probably the best way to handle it. So we'll go ahead and start with that, and then hopefully we can kind of survive until these bog buckets are done. Is there anything that saves us in this blueprint? Not really. I mean, a wart seed's handy because we can, you know, cool this area if it needs to be. Doesn't look like it needs to be right now, but in the long run, we might have to cool it a little bit. So what is unpermitted over here? There shouldn't be any food unpermitted. Right. Is there any wild food that can be harvested right now? Doesn't look like it. There's some sleet wheat seeds that are deep frozen. That doesn't really help us too terribly much. There's a bog bucket. We can dig into there, like high priority. Should be able to get that bog bucket out. Hopefully that can handle some of our immediate food needs. Probably don't want to dig that out right now. At least until we get in here. Okay, we got a little bog jelly that should at least handle one of the starvations. It's not handling the other. All right, is there anything else we can do here in the immediate that would solve this starvation problem? Because I don't think 15% or even 10% is enough right now. I think we need like some immediate action. Can we kill the smog slug? Will that generate food? I don't know. We could try. Yep, it did. Sort of. Do we have the ability to reach it? Is the question. We should. Okay, so we should have some food, but I think meat might be disallowed. So let me go ahead and pop into here, and at least on this planetoid, we could allow that that meat to be consumed. So that should take care of Mima's immediate crisis here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill these Drekos as well. Because we got a little too much starvation going on. I feel like we need to definitely bridge that gap. I don't know if people are going to die before we handle this, but we're going to try. All right, here comes the combat. Hopefully this resolves the immediate starvation issue, but there we go. All right, Camille, you should be okay. There's still calories on the map. There's still meat calories on the map, so hopefully she'll figure it out. All right, looks like we got some... Oh no, don't dig this out underneath her, I hope. Well, I guess here's to hoping that all gets resolved easily. Camille, you're starving. Why are you not eating? There is food available. You are not permitted to eat meat. That's the problem. Okay, you are now. So go eat before you die. There we go. That takes care of the immediate problem, I think. Let's go ahead and copy settings and paste that over here. So now we should have bog buckets coming up and running over here. That should be, and then we have bog buckets popping up here that can be harvested. So that should take care of all of the immediate problem. I don't know why they're not filling this oxidizer. It is high priority, but it is not happening for whatever reason. I've also told it to launch, and it's not launching, probably because it's out of oxidizer. So I'm guessing all this fertilizer that's building up here, for whatever reason, isn't getting hauled up there. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna uncheck oxalate and just do fertilizer. Oh, it says there's fertilizer. So is the issue that there's no pilot? Okay, so that bar was throwing me off. All right, so we need a crew. I think we're going to put Stinky in this one. Let's go ahead and get Stinky launched, and then we can call it an episode, I think. All right, here we go. Mr. Stinky should be hopping in there, taking off. Go to the old star map here, and once we get to that other platform, we could try to deploy. He's probably gonna die because I have no idea what I'm doing, and he certainly probably doesn't have the skill set that's needed to handle all this stuff. But let's go ahead and research another propulsion type. We get a rad bolt engine. I've never messed around with that. Go ahead and go to the star map again. So we wait 0.8 cycles, and that should put us at the border of the other planetoid. Then we should be able to launch into that. And then I really want to get that steam module up and running because I want to be able to go mine this sandy ore field. But, you know, we just kind of have to wait for that to happen. Certainly not seeing any proper steam building up here. I'm just surprised the temperature's not higher. You know, it's only like 200 degrees. I thought it would have been hotter. Maybe I just needed to give it more time to go through this insulated pipe and kind of heat the pipe up. But, you know, where it's at right now, it just doesn't seem like it's doing what it needs to do. Uh-oh. Scalding. That doesn't sound good. Okay, so that battery is gone now. Let's go ahead and rebuild it. I think the temperature of that battery was definitely kind of weighing it down. I don't know where like why it was 200 degrees. Nothing in here is even close to that. Yeah, well, I don't know. Never mind. Some of that natural gas is definitely close to that. Well, here's to hoping once that gets built, it'll solve that problem. And we are pumping out that gas through here, so that should create a vacuum again at some point. But at least then we should be consuming some of this hydrogen, and then we don't have to worry about this backing up like it is right now. There we go. Set our low threshold to 10, our high threshold to 90. Close enough. That should do the trick. All right, let's go back into our star map and see if we are getting very, very close to being able to launch in here. I think we're gonna actually lose the ship itself when we use the Trailblazer module. I think it's actually gonna leave the spaceship in space, and there's no pilot anymore. So I think that's gonna kind of ruin it. But that's okay. It's a sacrifice we have to make to get onto another planetoid. All right, 2 more seconds. Here we go. We are now here. Let's go ahead and select the pilot and deploy. And look at this. Here is our new planetoid we are looking at. So I think we go ahead and just drop somewhere. We can't get there. I guess based on what we can see, maybe dropping over here would be a good thing. Because then we could tap down into here. All right, we have very little time to do anything because we only have the oxygen that's in his suit, but that's okay. We're just gonna think he should be capable of digging. I'm gonna go ahead and put some super hard digging in there just to give him the ability to do something with that. We're gonna have to build like a door here just to seal it in. So we'll kind of run with that. He's gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. All right, well, we'll go ahead and save this this mess for the next episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.